You would think after all of the times PlayStation has put their games on PC, these dumbass PlayStation fanboys wouldn't be surprised about PlayStation still putting their games on PC. You would think they would pay attention and they wouldn't be surprised with this. Just last week, Herman Holtz went out there and said that PlayStation needs to reevaluate how they do their first-party games. He also said they're going to start putting their games on PC and mobile. And if you read between the lines, that means day and date. So these PlayStation fanboys are still surprised and they're angry, they're furious, they're livid that PlayStation has put Ghost of Tsushima on PC. Are you guys really upset about that? If you look at the gaming industry right now, none of this shit seems familiar. Xbox is putting a few of their first party games on PlayStation and Nintendo, probably more in the future. PlayStation is going to put their games day and date on PC. Nintendo's just doing what Nintendo does. But you understand what's going on. All of these layoffs, these studios being closed, these games being canceled, and these dumbass ponies are seriously surprised and angry that PlayStation is putting Ghost of Tsushima on PC. So it's official. It's going to PC on May 16th. And of course, there's going to be more games that go on PC later this year and in the future. So these guys are up here pissed off. Now, remember a few years ago, we had this sign only on PlayStation. And as you see that this sign has been updated. Every single one of those games are now gone to PC. So the only on PlayStation slogan is officially dead! Dead! You are dead! Dead. It's dead. The slogan is dead. They can kill that slogan. But going back to these PlayStation fanboys being upset about it, let me pull out some receipts to show how these PlayStation fanboys are just pissed off about Ghost of Tsushima. No Hero says, I'm done with Sony. Why the bleep should I buy a console, huh? Why? It's been sitting there for 2 years with no new great games. The only ones who are still worthy of that now is Nintendo. Why should I spend €500 on a machine that is now useless, that has no new great exclusives? And when it flies, they all get a PC release, when it flies. And that new Sony CEO is going to sign the death of PlayStation as a brand.
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
These dummies really think PlayStation putting their games on PC is going to be the death of PlayStation. No, what it's doing is keeping PlayStation alive. It's all about survival. Did you see how much Spider-Man 2 cost, my man? Did you see the budgets of PlayStation first-party single-player only games? They need some new streams of revenue. They need some new ways to make money off of their software. And PC is the answer to that. Nico says, PC players are the worst. You ruined my life as a PlayStation gamer, yo. And your port begging has killed the PlayStation. Are you guys happy? You killed millions of players who invested in the best gaming console for only you to go and kill it with your port begging. When will this oppression against PlayStation gamers end?
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man.
Yo, what the? Hey, calm down, killer. What's wrong with you? You're mad at PC guys? This guy, he's not mad at PlayStation. He's mad at the PC gamers. What the hell did the PC gamers do? I know the PC gamers is kind of like,
What did you say?
what do? We're just playing on our PC. These guys are sad. Soul says, why is it on PC? Please continue to support PlayStation and buy a PlayStation 5 and this game on PlayStation. I don't know why Sony starts porting all games to PC. These entitled assholes. Here PlayStation is trying to make more money to make sure their brand is around for years to come, and you guys want to sit here and cry. This is not the PS2 generation anymore, where games cost $10-20 million. These games cost hundreds of millions of dollars. And you selfish assholes can't take it. Who cares if the game is on PC? Fox says, don't buy this. Sony is playing us. Sony is playing with us real fans who bought the game back in 2020. It's a betrayal. We feel stabbed in the back. Don't support this. Don't buy. Let them take a loss and regret that decision. PlayStation 5 will always be the definitive platform to play Ghost of Tsushima.
I beg you, please stop.
Man, you guys need some serious prayer, man. Because I have never seen so much selfish shit in my life. You guys are some crybabies, and you all need some serious prayer. It's a damn shame, man. Pro Gamer 2654446 says, can we get something other than boring, useless PC announcements these days? Now, this guy is, wait a minute, I gotta give this guy a little credit. He's on to something right here. He's actually on to something. Because he says, PlayStation, can y'all actually announce some new games, not just PC announcements? You know what? I don't know why I even included this receipt, because he's absolutely right. PlayStation hasn't announced shit. First party, at least. I mean, they have announced some third party games, but hey, Pro Gamer, I gotta give this guy credit. He's actually saying some real shit right now, because PlayStation has no damn games. Truth Exposed says, trash. Nixxes worst PlayStation dev? What? Only on PlayStation heritage ruined for pennies. How you falling, Sony?
DUMMY, period.
Truth Exposed, let me say something to you, my man. Listen, I wish I knew your mother's number so I can call her and tell her that she raised a piece of shit. How could you call Nixxes the worst PlayStation dev when they have been the workhorse? Next to Insomniac, Nixxes has been working their ass off. All of those acquisitions that PlayStation made within the last few years, next to Insomniac, Nixxes has been the best one. Because they're doing what PlayStation needs them to do, actually port their games to PC. Oh man, they're the worst dev? That's sad. Why would you call the workhorse the worst dev? Come on, brother. How about you call out Naughty Dog with their remastering asses? Super Saiyan 2023 says, yeah. And then Sony is curious why they don't reach their PlayStation 5 console sales goal. LOL. Thankfully, with key stores, I could rebuy my PS library on Steam very cheap. So I'm ready to abandon this platform. Similar how Sony is abandoning it. Nintendo and PC is the way nowadays. If I said it once, I said it 500 times. Entitlement. Entitlement. No, they don't want Sony to better their brand. They don't want Sony to make more money. They just want PC players to not touch PlayStation games. They want PlayStation to keep everything in-house. And if you ask me, if that's what you want PlayStation to die, dick faces. That's what y'all want. Y'all don't want PlayStation to make more money. So y'all clearly must want them to die. Both DN777. He says, PC is getting more first-party games this year than PS5. Nixxes can port Horizon Forbidden West and Ghost of Tsushima to PC simultaneously, but we still can't get Astro port for PSVR 2? What a joke Sony PlayStation has become. Hey, now both was not all the way wrong here. I mean, he's clearly salty, but he's not that wrong. I mean, PSVR 2 was dead, of course, so they're not porting anything to PSVR 2. But hey, man, he got a good point. He said Nixxes is porting Horizon and Ghost to PC at the same damn time. He said, PlayStation, can y'all give us any first-party games? So listen, both of us not wrong here. I mean, he was definitely crying when he typed this comment, but he's not necessarily wrong here. He actually made a great point, but you can still tell he's extremely salty what's going on with PlayStation. Look, guys, I'm about to get out of here, but before I go, I just want to say that the gaming industry is not familiar nowadays. It's just not. Xbox is doing some things that us Xbox fanboys don't like. PlayStation is doing some stuff that those PlayStation fanboys don't like. The only ones that's still cool is Nintendo. Their fanboys love Nintendo, and Nintendo is doing what Nintendo does. So all I'm saying is that even though I console war, I go back and forth, I would never say never. I would never say what these companies will or won't do, because at the end of the day, I don't freaking know. I don't know. Microsoft is a $3 trillion company. PlayStation is a $1 billion company. They're going to do what they have to do to survive. They don't give a shit about y'all crying. They don't give a shit about y'all console wars. Just get over it. Move on, you pieces of shit. Look, y'all, I gotta go. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.